Renters no longer on the hook for brokers' fees, officially. New York State eliminated the fees Tuesday as part of rent reform passed by the state legislature last year. Now brokers can collect fees only from landlords unless a renter hires a broker independently. Brokers say landlords will pass the cost of the broker's fee on to the renters in the form of higher rent. While there are about 1 million rent-regulated apartments in the city, another 900,000 are not regulated. Joining me now, Andrew Barrocas. Andrew, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Let me understand, first of all, what kind of impact is this going to have? Because right away, people think, this is great as a renter. I'm going to save all kinds of money.
It's definitely going to benefit the below market stabilized units that, owners were calling me and saying, hey, I want you to rent these apartments for me, but I can't afford to pay you a brokerage commission when I'm losing the amount of money that I am. And the simple reply was, no problem. We'll have the tenant pay the commission. And in that part of the market, that's where you're going to see rents increase because of this.
And that's the question, that is this another, we use this term often, an unfunded mandate from government getting involved in the private market. And the unintended consequence is that renters are going to have to pay more because the landlord has to find this money somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that in any business. If you sell hamburgers and the cost of meat goes up, you increase the price of hamburgers. It's the same way in real estate.
Does this really speak to a bigger issue in New York City where rent-stabilized apartments are antiquated, and what it's really doing is dramatically limiting the inventory for people coming in, which keeps the cost inordinately high for most people?
Yeah, I mean, just based on supply and demand. I mean, if you had 100 apartments that were leased previously and 25 of those units were units that were deregulated and brought up to free market, you still have those same 100 renters looking to rent. There's only 75 apartments. And just based on supply and demand, you now have, 75 people looking for 100 apartments, and it's going to raise the price of those 75 apartments. And
right. Andrew, thanks for joining me. You know what, maybe you and I should team up and teach an economics 101 class to the legislators in Albany. Maybe get some of this fixed. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. We're joined by Republican strategist Allison Young. Great to see you, Allison.
Hi, guys.
And Bill Caruso, Democratic strategist and attorney. Good to see you, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bernie's solution would be, and maybe de Blasio too, eliminate the fee. The broker should work for free.
Yeah, but you can't do that in a society, and that won't work. These costs are going to end up somewhere. We can't regulate the economy.
Allison, doesn't logic just have to come into play somewhere? If you increase the supply by getting rid of the rent control and the subsidies on the 1 million apartments that are not in the inventory, wouldn't the price come down for everyone?
Are you really trying to apply logic to New York City regulations? Come on, Bill Spadea. Bill Caruso, you're starting to sound like a Republican on the economy.
He is, right? We're working on him. Thanks, guys.